this is Elly Lolly. I am a Fengshui Master and also a channeler. And I wanted to, first of all, I wanted to let you all know is that I only answer questions about yourself, and I do not answer third-party questions. So as I was here earlier, I mentioned to people that whoever comes to my channel, it is empowering yourself. And I have two decks today. One is the Light Language Star Conscious Ascension deck, and I also have Oracle deck. One is blue, one is red. So the I Ching Oracle, it is about our journey on planet Earth based on change, because I Ching is literally translated into the Chinese is change. Okay, it's called Zhou Yi. Zhou means actually Zhou is my last name. My ancestor wrote the book, but Zhou actually means a circle, all right? And the Yi means change. So we're constantly in the circle of change, and change is always for better. I have to remind myself of that. You know, every change is always for a better outcome, because when things are stagnant and then universe or you want it to be changed, and so you're moving forward. And I have two decks here. One, this star deck is all about there is Pleiades, there is Lyran, there is maybe I should write down in the comment. So I have Star Conscious, Star Cosmic, Conscious Cosmic deck, and I Ching deck. Please only ask questions about you. All right. So I only answer the questions about you, okay? The whole reason is we're in the journey on planet Earth. We all unique coming to the Earth to feel our journey. So there are people coming into our life to help our either grow and moving forward or to heal. So a lot of times, you know, we might stuck into a certain situation and we kind of stuck there. It's called stagnation. Maybe it's due to a past experiences or past old habit, and so we want to make changes. So really, see, I Ching Oracle is all about a change. Okay, so if you feel like that, your time for you to make changes and make something like look at yourself, what as current now, something you would like to change, so that way you can moving forward. And so I Ching, the book of change, is it's about duality world, yin and yang, and the heaven and the you and earth, the three aspects of it in the duality world, how we manage our life on planet Earth. And this cosmic deck, it is all about healing. It's all about your soul's expansion. And I had to go through the whole deck, and I was reading it, and I did one session last week. It was simply just language channel through me, and which I have no idea what it meant. It's only good for that person. So I might coming out strange. All of a sudden I speak a certain language. I have no clue at that time. I will simply just channeled for you so that it hits you somewhere unconscious level or conscious level. I don't know whichever comes in. But sometimes I will channel a little bit and to see what universe is sharing with you with that 4 families of Lyran, Sirius, Orion, and Pleiades. Okay, so those are the 4 star families in this deck. Okay, so each has some aspect of your about you. All right. So and then this particular one is about you needed to know if you're stuck here on the planet Earth now, and you're in a situation, you exhaust your mental mind and you don't know how to get out of it. You simply want to ask for divine guidance, and this is the one shows you how to maneuver in a current state. So I don't simply answer the questions yes or no, and those are I call you can pick 3 coins and throw it yourself, and you get, I have a little coins here. These are the like little coins you can throw them out, ask yes or no questions of yourself. Okay, and out of respect to you and for me, and I'm not doing simple yes or no questions because you can do that yourself. And so we want to utilize my time and my energy and universal energy for people who really need help, empower themselves. So that way, thinking about the questions you want to ask your high self. Okay, this is, I am utilizing myself to be a channel here for your high self to talk to you. So I appreciate your support, and also I am doing my share to share my light, my wisdom, my connection to the universe to use to empowering you. And I am a founder of a nonprofit organization called Temple Beautiful, that you are a beautiful temple. All right, and so the goal is for you to balance your mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical body, so we could balance the ascend yourself, so that way we have a more beautiful souls, light beings on the planet Earth. Collectively we can make it the heaven on earth. Okay, so I'm doing this as a part of my offerings to all of you through being the founder of Temple Beautiful, and it's here to awaken many of us, so that we know what is the beautiful side of ourselves. We are on Earth's plane, which can be limited, which can be feeling like imperfect, but it's okay once you're accepting those kind of challenges, imperfections, whatever comes your way, learn, found a different aspect of it, look at it, and moving forward. So in this channel is all about you. It's all about you can be very much helping yourself and the world around us collectively, so that we can moving forward in a much more lighted space, because in yang duality, the negative aspect of it is always there. Yeah, so okay, I slowly seeing questions coming in, like, I like those type of questions. Yeah, thank you. So I am creating this as also as community for all of us to know that there's many of us out here to be this to look at the situation. There is negative, I'm talking about, there's a positive, there's yin and a yang. And so we know the certain negative energy is there, but how can we look at a dance, change is a dance. Okay, so we can dancing through and know our own self, and then we can moving forward in a much more enlightened and a beautiful state. Okay, so we are the creator. We are the creator on the planet Earth. We are multi-dimensional beings coming into this earth plane to manifest, to fulfill our goals, destinies, however you want to name it. And it's called creating, manifesting, and remembering, 3 in 1. So that way you're able to look at a level to different level to know you're on the path. All right. So now I'm going to go back to the questions to see, and I'm going to go through the one after another to see the questions. And so I will answer them. So understand, I do not answer the third person questions. So those I'm just going to skip. All right. Put down your first name and your question, because your first name is your expression, your name on the planet Earth here. So it's important for me to have your first name at least, and so that way I can tap into your high self. I can call in upon your high self coming forward to be with me, and so that we can do this collectively. All right. And all right, so let me see. Okay, so I am, thanks Violet for the flowers. And I'm going to answer one for Malina. Will we get a settlement regarding my home soon? All right, so I am going to do the I Ching Oracle card for Malina. Marina's high self coming forward to be here with me. I got a number 46. It's called pushing upward. Steady progress, gaining confidence, accepting challenges, a promotion, receiving recognition. So this is saying that actually you actually have to keep pushing it a little bit, okay? Because the external world doesn't really follow the things you want to have, okay? So you need to keep up the things you're doing on your end and don't slack off. Don't thinking, oh, someone's going to watching over for me, because I think whatever you're asking is in a passive situation. So you need to be active on your end to push upward, okay? So that is for Malina. All right, Rashma, one card for me. I am not getting any job. Okay. Rashma, I need to ask, what is there something you want to, I feel like I'm going to get you a star card to see is there something you need to work on innately, because all right, I'm going to get one for Rashma, one card for me. I'm not getting any job. All right, so how can we change that? Okay, is there any healing work, anything you need to work on? Rashma's higher self coming forward to be here with me to see if there's any wisdom things. So Rashma, I got the Sirius initiation card. It's called abundance. Okay, so so the abundance card is saying that you have to come from a place knowing that you're abundant, like universe is abundant, you are abundant, and so you need to change your way of thinking in terms of getting job from a scarcity point of view versus came from abundance point of view. So I want you to feel that your abundant universe is supporting you no matter what winds to coming your way. And so as you apply job, simply just apply to the job you think it fits you. And from that state of, there is something, it's meeting your needs and match your vibration will come to you. From that state of mind when you apply job, and so that will help you from the insecurity, scarcity point of view, because the moment you came from that scarcity point of view, and that in the underlying energy is going to cut off. Like when I say cut off, literally it's cutting off your abundance. So you have to learn to from your inner self to learn to see the world as abundant, okay? And abundance came from multiple levels, and maybe someone or universe, whichever, will coming something to you. But first of all, you need understand yourself. Don't come from the scarcity aspect of it. Okay, so literally go home, meditate on that your heart center, and feel that abundance in you, and then you go out to apply for the job, not from the scarcity place. Okay. Daisies. Okay, that's your Christina. How do I move on to live my best life? Do I need to be closer to the water or mountain? Peace. Christina, what card would you like to have? Okay, so Christina, all right, yes. Which card do you like? Okay, I picked the card. You want it close to the water? All right, I'm going to use the I Ching card, all right. I got a number 24. It's called the turning point. Returning the start of a new cycle, right timing, regeneration, inevitability, steady improvement. And the turning point is the lining underneath the earth. So it has nothing to do with water or mountain. Actually, it's about the earth and the lining. So turning point is usually refers to the winter solstice. In the I Ching, it's also about the seasons. Okay, in the circle of the seasons. So during the winter solstice, where the yin energy, it's thanks for the rose, to the slow, the yang energy start peeping through. So in a way, it's like the season is changing. So now more active yang energy. So in this particular one, you notice that one line is the yang energy. Among the top, there is 5 yin lines. So it means it is up to you to make that decision and movement. So it does not matter where do you live, whether it's a mountain or a lake, but innately it's all about you, your inner, the lining, because there's a lining underneath the earth. So during that winter solstice times, and also this is not winter solstice. This is the first lining hits, okay? So it's like early spring. So the first young line shook, the lining shook the earth, and all the hibernated the animals awaken up, and it indicates that you have the power within you to make the change. Okay, so you need to make that first step in here. The first line is your first step. You have to do it and pushing through it, because you have the power. Lining also refers to, you have that strong energy. It's like a whip, and it's like everything wake up. Okay, so you have the power to do whatever you want, but you needed to make that first step. all right? And don't hold it back. And so just to do whatever you want to do and go for it, all right? So that is the card for you for Christina. Thank you, Dana, for the roses. Oh, I see Violet. It's okay. I'm going to pass in those third-person questions. And so, Malina, will I ever find a peace? What is blocking me? All right. So, Malina, I am going to pick the Star Conscious card for you, all right? Ooh. You're like, we want to be here with her. All right. Cards are popping out of my hands. All right, Malina, will I find a peace? What is blocking Malina's inner peace? Okay, one thing at a time. I feel like universe saying there's a lot, but I'm like, pick one. So she can pick most relevant one for her now so she can work on with it. All right, so I got Malina, I got the Orion card of scarcity. So this it was very hard for me to study all the Orion card or look all over them, because Orion card refers to this earthly drama we had on the planet Earth, and it started in the Orion system, okay? And so scarcity, I guess, and so you have to release that part of your memory, the Orion memory, released out to your unconscious mind, that you are here on the planet Earth now, that planet Earth, Mother Earth, is abundant for all of us, okay? And the scarcity, that memory, and which imprinted you at the Orion in your past DNA, you can release it and let it go. And thanks that this is a lesson, okay? Thanks for the old lesson. So prepare you to come to the planet Earth to manifest abundance, because you understand what scarcity was. And now it's time to release and letting go, okay? So just remember that. And that is the past, and letting it go, all right? And so that way you will find the peace within you, and you will be here on the planet. That's why your soul come to the planet Earth. Reincarnated here. You incarnated here on the planet Earth so you can work out a different aspect of life. And the scarcity is belong to your past. Release it and letting go. Thanks for it showed up in your life for you to look at it, and now you can moving forward with it. A lot of times we just have to consciously remember. It's like, oh, that's what it was. And then you can make changes, okay? So that is for you, Malina. Banasha, I would love a message from my star family, please. Thank you. Yes. All right, so I got Banafsha, I got the Orion card as well. It's called Comparison. So this card, Orion card, is all about healing, okay, and comparison. You know, like we want comparison. Okay, so this is a part of in our current existence on the planet Earth. One way or another, somehow people start comparing one to another. But understand what you're comparing to. Are you comparing someone is because you feeling superior or like the submissive, you're not good as someone, or you're comparing someone is because you see someone as your inspiration. Okay, so for comparison, really we want to release that old energy of dominant super ego comparison type, or put yourself in a lower state. When you compare, usually you become second. You never be the best. You always become the second because you're comparing yourself with one or another. So the really, if you want to compare, the only thing you want to compare is it's an inspiration for you. Okay, so if you see something, it's like, wow, you know, I see that in that person, and I felt it moves me, and that I want it better. So if that would be a good place to compare, okay? Otherwise, comparison usually always put people at unease, okay? So release that. So you want to release that uneasiness, and also that Orion's energies. I have like I was study Orion deck, and I was like, okay, I bet to know every one of them so I can understand them. But as I was putting all them out, I fall asleep. And I was like, I just wanted, like, it literally is like there's a part of me just want to close it. It's like I wanted to go sleep and not even thinking about it. So however, sleep amnesia is a good thing, all right? And I realized, oh yeah, because there's a lot of times our soul went through so many, and there are certain part of our memories we can't literally erase it, and we also, it's almost like forget about it. So but now universe is bringing back to you on your face to tell you to look at it, and so to say, okay, I look deep inside of myself. If there's something I need to work on it, as well as others. You know, when other people's comparing you with them, you wanted to see, are they came from evil, or they're from jealous aspect of it, or they came from truly their heartfelt connection. They says, wow, there's something about you I am so admirable, and I think, you know, that is so cool. I wish I could be like that. So then versus there's something about you I don't think I like it, but I'm playing with a different game in it. So understand that, and then you see that comparison comes in. You need to find a balance aspect of it, okay? And to know that, so that's like the dancing for you to figure out what is truly moving together for a better future versus the energy is stepping one or another. Okay, so understand that when you come into that aspect of awareness in your life. Okay, next I will see Ashna, a guidance reading. All right, Ashna, thank you. Do you want, Ashna, all right, I am going to do a star reading for you, okay? Ashley, interesting name. Cool. seems like we have a lot of Orion healings going on today. Okay, so this one is about Orion healing of anger. Anger is a negative energy, and however, anger, it's a force, all right? It's not empowering people. So some people don't get what they want, they become angry, and it's like they want to be dominant, so they use anger to get whatever they want. They figure, oh, if I'm angry, I have more thrown a force at you, I can be at a position of what I want. However, in life, that doesn't get you far, because even so anger is a force, but it takes a lot of your energy to reach even farther. So we're power. So it really is about a power struggle. Okay, so power is when you increase your vibration to a place of, so a boundary versus a love place, then all of a sudden the power comes back to you. This reminded me, I asked my ancestor, who is the person who wrote the book of I Ching. One time I asked him, I was like, Royal Uncle, what is the power? What is the power here? And so his answer to me says, Elly, you have the power. So by empowering others, other people will give back the power back to you. So the power is all about, yourself is powerful being on the planet Earth. You don't have to use force to get what you want, but more of empowering others to get to a place. So it's like, it's almost like a benevolent Yodai. Okay, so the movie Star Wars Yodai, the little being, he's so powerful. You're not noticing how powerful he is. He's like talking to you slowly, but he has tremendous amount of power in him. Okay, the force is with him. So if you during the holiday time to go watch the Yodai movie, and just to see how he plays out in the force field. He doesn't use anger. He used the positive aspect of energy, all right? And he plays out perfectly, and he's the most powerful little Yodai in the Star Wars system. So Star Wars actually is the war of the Orion war, okay? And so it's good for you to maybe, go watch a movie over the holidays about the Star Wars to heal that aspect of yourself or others. So once you heal that in your DNA, you're going to affect many people around you, all right? They see how calm and peaceful you're in, because innately you're a powerful being. You're just like a Yodai and happily play out on the earth plane, all right? And you don't need to use angers and force to make other people do things you want. There's other ways. You will find out, okay? So be the Yodai, heal that anger in you, so you will effectively help many people around you, all right? They will see the changes in you. Go. That's for Ashley. Ooh, that's a lot coming through for you. Hello, Dana. Thank you. I see that I'm doing very well. I thank you, Dana, for asking. I am doing a lot of integration myself, and because I got this deck like a week ago, and so as I was working on this deck, and I realized, I'm like, wow, over the Thanksgiving time, I have to heal something from my own mother and father, And I was like, whoa, did I choose all those, my soul, to heal all those things with my own parents so that I can be the way I am, so that I can, certain things stops at my level and then doesn't affect my children. And then like right after I have a blesses out of my mouth, I was like, oh, I know that was something was releasing off of my own DNA in my body. So, but I was like, today I'm like, okay, anyway, I'm going to come out here, be with you, even with blesses on my lips. But, but that is, my body is very sensitive to energy. So anytime when I see something off in my own body, which I quickly look into I scanning multiple levels to see, oh, what is off. So so that way I can quickly heal it and I quickly address it. And we are all the same, it's just we are at a different level. And I have been doing this, I'm on the spiritual aspect for a little bit longer than some people, but I'm still a human being. I still have my own emotions, my own things I have to work through it. And so we're grow together, all right? But thank you for asking me. Someone says, power and force control the world. Do you want to lay down or go to sleep or not do nothing? Well, it's, it's, that's why the Star Wars, the Yoda is such a good movie in the, for us to watch, because innately many souls that we know inside our heart we want light, and we might face the powers and forces in the outside world. And so I think partially that is where I kind of worked on this with the Temple Beautiful, the Z empowerment. We have changed. There used to be the structure is pyramid scheme, okay? So anytime talking about pyramid scheme, and it's people like, all of a sudden one time I met so many people become so, they're so nice to you. They're like, oh, I was like, what do you want? And then all of a sudden I found so many people with the pyramid scheme, they're coming to me, wants me to be part of their scheme. I finally in one of my groups says, anyone talks about a pyramid scheme, please go away. And you're not coming into my group, and not even a way of thinking about it. The whole reason is the pyramid is kind of the older structure of power. That could have become a very abusive, all right? So we want to turn that upside down, the power scheme, into a people more empowering people, supporting others. So, so literally just turning that triangle upside down. And then you have a both triangle, the macabre, like the one you see behind me. So that way we can have the balanced energy within the collective. And so, I left the corporate world working on this one-man show to work on whether it's Temple Beautiful, whether it's the empowerment, is about individuals, okay? So we wanted to raise up people. So then you see this light naturally become that power light where they can affecting others instead of this same triangle. It's a creation. Triangle is all about a creation, but it's a creation from the love, like it's like a flower raises, So you see the picture on that one, it is a circle, and then you see it's like a flower opens up in that structure, but we're not just based on that structure of people on the top controls others, rather than people on the power is being pushed from the bottom, and they have the place. because of their energy, because of their light, because of their benevolent, and to be the leader in that whatever the field where they're in. So so it's a balance act of the macabre fields, okay? Patrick, will I be financially secure this year? And Patrick, and I'm going to answer one for you, all right? I am going to do the I Ching card for you, all right? So Patrick, I got number 2, the receptive, the yielding in principle, devoted, patient, supportive, obedient, responsive, intuitive, earthly mother. So number 2, Queen Gua, is the pure yin energy, all right? So Mother Earth is also, it's soft, receptive, and patient. So so I think universe is also asking you to open to receive. And a lot of times we as a human being tends to be pushed, always saying you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to do this. You know, the dynamic of yang energy is all about action, action, action. And where the feminine aspect is about the yin energy is about receiving. So so with that to be said, you know, you have to open to receive. And so just to like receiving is meaning it's okay to be in a vulnerable place, allow others to help you. You don't have to be the, okay, so just remember what I said in that sentence, okay? So that is for you. Tessa, what are the impressive tales and the slaves? What are you teaching? Oh. Wow, someone really cares about, you know, when people are talking, using the words of slaves. And those are usually represents what's in their mind, okay? So we speak whatever out of our mouths represents who we are. So in the Chinese teaching about I Ching, it always says, your out world reflects your inner world. And you have to see what you're saying and what is out of your mouth. And because that reflects your mental mind. So I hope you delete those words out of your mouth, and there is no slave in this world. And we're only here to empowering ourselves. And this world is made from all the souls coming to the earth to experience life, and we're all made equal. And I think in the Western religion, it's called in God's image, okay? So we are all made equal in God's image in the Western religion system. And for the Eastern philosophy is that we're here on the planet Earth to create harmony. Yes, we know Earth is dense school. There is yin, there's yang, there's dark, there's light, there is, you know, but it's all human creation. We can choose something is better. And so there is a word called neutrality, 中庸之道, so the middle way, all right? So become the 君子. There is a words in Chinese, the 君子 versus 小人. 君子 is a noble person. 小人 means a small person. It's who doesn't have the big heart. Okay, so it is all simply about our choice and action in our life. All right, the next one. Elijah, will I buy a house soon? All right, I can ask your high self. You seem Elijah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to get a star card for Elijah. He's asking, will he buy a house? Will he receive inheritance soon? I feel like this same question I heard long time ago. However, I got a card universe. I was clarity for you, all right, Elijah. So this is the Pleiadian card for clarity. Clearly, to ask you to, clarity means your mind have to be clear. And so it's about what you want in life, all right? So we are here to create. We're here to create our life on the planet Earth. Whoever gives you inheritance is that someone's willing to give you that inheritance. So if someone's giving you the inheritance, enjoy it. If not, you go create. Be responsible of your life. Your life on the planet is what you create, okay? Karma, on the other hand, we never, I think, there is a saying, there is no free lunch or there is no something free dropping on the sky for you, because there is always a catch behind it. So in our life is what you create, okay? So that is the card for you. So I do not answer third person questions about does so and so love me, does so and so want me. So I bypass those. So I'm not I see someone felicity. Will I ever feel in love again? You know what? This is a cool, interesting question. I can ask your felicity. I can ask your star cards and to see if there's anything you need to work on. Felicity size of coming forward to share the wisdom with her about her love life. All right, Felicity. I got an Orion card. It's called Fear. So it's called Orion Releasing Fear. You want to take a picture of this card because there is this light language in the card. Maybe it can awakens to yourself knowing that release the fear. Something to do with fear, letting go. All right? The Orion card is all about your past memory to release the fear in you. Love is part of the nature. Love is inside you. When you learn to love yourself, you will attract the same vibrational energy back to you. So letting go of the fear, all right? And simply be the love. Be the one, the unique one of you. I felt it, there's this very sadness coming through you that it's almost like a child being abandoned by a mother. And so that, even those children who's feeling that they are being abandoned by their mother, they are coming to the planet Earth for even a better workout, like, so it's like for a soul to be abandoned, like look at this way, a soul decided, thanks for the rose, from the universe incarnate to the earth, decided to be an orphan. Do you know how much lessons, the strength, the courageous, the ability that soul has in that position to blossom on the planet Earth? So thinking about that, imagine that amazing, powerful soul to choose that life on the planet Earth, okay? That means comes with so much courage, so much innate ability to show the world, show the people around it that they are equally powerful beings. And so release that fear, all right? You are a powerful being which come into the planet Earth to experience life, to be blossom into the beautiful flowers as who you are. And therefore you will always attract the love coming your way, all right? So be the love. You be the love. I met a mother who, you're welcome, who adopted 3 orphans from China, and they're all girls, and the mother's from here, from United States. And it was amazing to see someone adopt 3 children. And the mother speaks better Chinese than the daughters. I was like, wow, that's amazing, And she inspired so many people, and so it was amazing. So it's like, each soul coming to the planet Earth for your own reasons. But this one's clearly, universe is saying that you are releasing that Orion's energy of fear, of, and fear of not loving. You are loved within you, and universe will always love you. This love is not the I guess humanly love. And one time I was meditating on love. What is love? And universe showed me a field of flowers. And simply as that, I was like, whoa, that is so cool. You just feel that peace. You just feel as is. And not the humanly like, does so-and-so love me? That is not love, okay? That is like, I'm wondering, it's like a mental mind manipulation games and all that, still. All right, next one. Brittany, will I grow more into my spirituality? You want to ask for the soul cards? I mean, the starlight. I can ask one. See what's universe wanted to share with you, all right? Brittany. This is much more powerful cards, all right? Brittany, will I grow more into my spirituality? All right, I ask universe to help Brittany to see what she needs to work on with her spirituality for growth. I got a Lyran card. called patience. So you know what? You might want to take an image of that one. And patience. So Lyrans are the seeding of humanity on the planet Earth and in many other places. So patience doesn't mean not doing nothing, but it's also finding the peace within that things are work on your way, falling. It's like a work. Universe is taking time to work its own magic for you. Okay, so you have to have a patience as well. It's like planting a seed. I don't know if you've ever been a farmer. I grown up in the farm, so it's like, you know, from the seed. You grow, you put water in, you coat, like you put in, you have to go watering them, you have to give them food and all that for them to grow. So it's a step by step, you know. It's not like the magical pill, things grows overnight, all right? So spiritual work is the same way, and it's a gradual process, one step at a time. So when we have to release the expectation of like you wake up next day, everything changes and the things totally different. It's not like that, okay? You wake up the next day, things might change a little bit, but not like the fantasy world or the you want it like everything comes to you in the way. So patience means you see little changes on the way every moment. There's something is shifting. You might notice, and so the spiritual work is the same way. And first of all, along the way, like even me, every day I have something to look at it, to say, oh, what is this? That's improving, shifting. But then when I look back 5 years and 10 years, it's like, wow, you know, I am in a different state and different perspectives in my life. And I look back me 5 years ago and 10 years ago, I feel I am the difference is in terms of my own inner structure, my own inner belief system, or how I look at things. And yeah, exactly. So it's like your inner world, and also you view the external world versus your inner world. And right now I can easily I was patient. I was asking this card about when I was looking at it, called belief system. I was like, okay, one of the questions, what stop me flow to all the goods coming into my life? I was like, ooh, what is that? And then I was like, trusting issues. I was like, what? I'm like, okay, now I know, because I have to trust in myself and for me to be who I am. And so that is it's like we all have a different things we are working on, but definitely, you know, you on the spiritual aspect of it is that what's spirituality is you know thyself, and the moment you have thoughts coming to you, interactions coming to you, not flow easily, you learn to take a look, say, wait, hold on, I'm pause for a second and let me stay in a neutral state so I can moving forward, because we're in this duality world, okay? So the spiritual aspect of it is only spiritual, mental, emotional, physical body. It's only one aspect of it, okay? So in this duality world, when things are off, you learn to take a look, says, oh, what's going on? Quickly adjust it. So that way you can stay on the neutral path and then make your decision moving forward. So really, like, we're all here in this duality school learning. So there is no right or wrong. It's simply just saying, okay, this is exciting. So spiritual work is exciting, okay? When I'm saying that is exciting is that because you're riding the positive wave energy, and a lot of times people say, what is passionate? What is your love to do? So that we could say, oh yeah, that universe is telling you to do that. So stay on that excitement, stay on that passionate, loving aspect of it, and you will see yourself shifting, moving in this world. Okay, so congratulations on your spiritual path. You're welcome. All right, Angela, can I? Yes, I can do your card. Angela, what's your question? Okay, you want to? I give you a star card. Okay. So Angela, I got a Orion card, releasing card. It's called Mental Body Domination. Mental Body Domination, okay? I need to drink some water before I get into this healing card. So you heard about a chakra system. So we have the mental mind, we have the heart, we have throat for communication. Then we have other 3 lower chakra centers. Then we have the crown connects with the universe. So mental mind, our mind is like a computer process, okay? So when you imprint the processor, it's like a software engineer's program in the behind to tell the computer to do certain things it wants to do. And then the mental mind associated with our ego self as well, usually, because we have the 2 nerve system. It's to program us to stay on survive on the planet Earth, okay? So our mental mind has a signal once in my life. Am I in danger? I need to protect myself. And so those are like a first command when the mental mind works on, is looking for survival and defense. And once it feels safe, then kind of eases off. Okay, so our mental mind is a very powerful computer. Okay, so I mean, I know now we're having even a lot of powerful computers, but still our mind is powerful. Okay, so what's the command to that mind? Is now question is, do you let that mind take over, or you align with your heart? So the heart is where our intuition, our soul come from. And so universe is asking you to aligning your mind with your soul together. And so not just from operating based on survival and attack or defense mechanism, but more towards a loving heart choice. Listen to your heart. Yes. Okay. So you wanted to let your heart make that dominant command, and then the heart will instruct your mind to do certain things. So when I was talking to you, I can feel there's like this energy coming into my back of my head. I was like, woo. Okay, so yeah, so that way what you came out your mouth, your communication is more balanced. Otherwise your heart, because mouth, this whole area is your expression to the world. So once they are aligned, your expression to the world is much more unified. And so you don't speak too fast, or you're not speaking what your heart want. So you into a more of the alignment. So so this one, the healing is for you to let your head go listen to your heart a little bit. So let that heart to be your software commander, okay? All right, cool. That's it. Yeah, so that is the Orion, because in I guess during the times in the Orion state, people thinking dominance is the best way to operate. That's why there was a lot of war happen in the Orion system, and that's why many souls was being sent and or reincarnated on the planet Earth to allow us to heal the past, and so that we can moving forward. And so for our soul's next journey, then you get to choose a higher plane, because we're Earth is like really, it's the every soul is from multiple levels coming here to experience working out our differences on the planet Earth. All right. So I'm not answering the third person questions, those so and so love me type of questions. And as I said earlier, that those kind of questions you can it's a more of a mind game, okay? Because every person knows in their heart is someone loves them or not. Especially women, we have 6 senses. If you all right, so Cindy, since you are on my line, I'm going to address it for you, okay? If you put your hands in your heart, you ask yourself question, yes or no question, you will get the answers. And if I ask your name, practice, all right? Put your hands in your chest, ask, is my name is Cindy? There was a yes pop out. If say, my name is so-and-so, there was no popping out. So you just focus on that yes or no question, you will find your answer to that person, okay? That is called, that's the secret of muscle test, knowing it's your heart is telling you it's yes or no, okay? Oh, I just got a book on I Ching. Oh, wow, cool. So you have questions about the book on I Ching. So since we're talking about I Ching, and it's so funny because I grown up studying mechanical engineering, and I study economics. I grown up in China, but at that time in my generation, it's science. And we are not into this spiritual work or nothing. None of that exists, okay? At that time, I was growing up pure communist cultural revolution time, and there's nothing allowed, all right? So, but then when I was in the United States, and after many years, and I went to see an astrologist, a Western astrologist, she's telling me that I have to go do I Ching, do Fengshui, start with Fengshui. I was like, what are you talking about? And me go do Fengshui? That seems like so left, I don't know, whatever. I'm like, well, cannot. But she's like, well, Elly, she's like, you feel the energy when you go to people's house. And she's like, I'm telling you, it's not me, I'm telling you. So she was channeled through my ancestor to telling me that I have to go do Feng Shui. And I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. I feel that. I do feel energies in people's house. I'm like, okay, how difficult that is. I will go pick an I Ching book and go read about it. So as I was reading it, that's why I found out my ancestor who wrote the book, because I got a family tree. I got like deck of them, okay, coming to me, and I opened the book. I was like, wow, I cried, okay. Oh my gosh, tears just coming through. I'm like, no wonder I was doing this. And so my ancestor who wrote the Book of Change, and I connect to more of, it's called Zhou Gong, who is the Duke of the Zhou, and who is on my family book. Okay, so and then he become my guides. Okay, so later I realized he's always around with me, and he's my ancestor and he's my guide. This crystal, it was about him, and there was a very interesting those my spiritual years where I found this crystal. I was like, well, it's kind of too big. What am I going to do with it? And as I put a chain over, and I went to my heart center, and literally I had an invisible hand energy went from behind, pushed me through, and I was almost falling on the ground. And that was how powerful it is. And to know that me and my ancestor was connected. So there are certain things I cannot explain. I just trust it as yes, okay. So that and because in the Western world it says his name is Lord Lentil. Okay, he cultivated his heart. People can see that glow, the goldenish glow in his heart, and that's where I connected with that. So and I was like, okay, so now what I'm going to do is this. But over the years, I can see everything shifted in a way I was doing as of today. So I'm doing this I Ching in a Western world. You know, I'm not even in China, okay? And I do it in English. I was like, well, nowadays my channels coming through to me is more in English rather than in Chinese. I was like, why? They were like, well, because many people who knows I Ching doesn't really know English. I was like, okay. Plus, now as a girl, I'm also empowering the women, because if you go look back to ancient China, only men can be that, you know. So I was like, okay, makes sense. All right, I will do it. And my father, who's so traditional on the men have to follow this and that, it was totally denies me of doing this. You know, he wouldn't talk to me. He wouldn't, because in his mind, it's still very old traditional, you know. And I was like, well, you know, finally I learned I'm not giving power to you. I don't asking you to accept me for who I am. Once I released that, I was able to fully on my own to work on this. So now I'm like, I don't give whatever to anyone's thought on me doing this, because you know the mainstream, I mean, still now the Chinese side wouldn't allow you to do these kind of things, consider religion, whatever. Many things I posted will be cut, will be shut, okay. So TikTok is on the Western side, so they don't shut you down on these kind of things. And yeah, live my truth. Thinking about it, you know, took me 50 some years to finally say to my dad, I am not listening to you anymore. Because you never accepted me for who I am. Why I'm giving my power to you, asking you to accept me. It took me a long time to come to that place of empowerment, okay? So I can feel, understand many people, what they're going through. and it's not easy. And but that's where we're brave souls coming to the planet Earth to do the things to help empower ourselves, changing our DNA. And when we heal ourselves, 50 years something still makes you brave. Yeah. That is so true. Some doesn't even stand up for their whole life. Yeah. My father is like, I was like, do I want it to? So this was a soul contract, okay? My father and I had a soul contract. So this was the last things I have to work on. I don't want to wait until my father dies to finish that soul contract. So I wanted to work it now. So that way, because the universe is changing. So that is why I was like, you know what? I need to set my boundaries, be empowering myself. I know it's not easy. And my father still angry at me, yelling, screaming. I'm like, oh, that's not my problem, it's his. But from a daughter to father's aspect, to come that far, it's a tremendous amount of inner work, okay? So for all those people out there, especially with this time of year of Thanksgiving time, and it's challenging time, but I was sitting there meditating about during the Thanksgiving time, what I appreciate, I thank my parents, because without them, I cannot come to the planet Earth. Think about it, okay? Even so, they have their structures, but because they brought me to the planet Earth, they got me the opportunities to expand myself, the strength in my father, even so with the iron fist, but gives me the strength to push the things I want to do, allow me to live in the United States, to do these things against all those political yes or no things, okay? So, thank you for the heart. So it is a lot of work, but it's worth it, okay? So I'm just doing my part, and I figure, oh well, it's fun, it's exciting, why not? Dana says, that is how I am with my son. I want him to do what I think keeps him safe and living right. Yeah, it really is, so because we're like a bridge. The bridge, I feel myself is the bridge, all right? And I used to wondering who I am. I'm like, I'm a bridge of this world and the other world, because I can tap into both worlds. So then I am very happy to be that bridge. And so it's difficult, but you know what? That's what makes life exciting. And one time I asked my son, like with my son, he's grown up, he's pretty much doing his own thing. It is all about, for the young generation gets to do whatever they want. And so because our young generation comes down, they already has much higher vibration than us, okay? And so that is why we want to have that holding space for the younger generation to come in and to change the world even better for all of us collectively. And so being that bridge is a good thing, all right? So for those people out there, if you're the bridge, be proud of it, okay? So, and first of all, at least you can tap into it, okay? So stay in that bridge. And so this is the time, because 2012 and 2012 to 2023 and 11, 12 years, it's so with the kids work their life, because a lot ancient way of living is like, I wanted my kids to be me the way I wanted. Okay, so a lot this belief system have to be changed. That to understand we're all individual soul. We're all here experience our life, including your children. So that way we as a parents, we don't dumping our limited belief system on them. All right, so that way they have their life to live through. They have their journey to live through. But throughout history and throughout, if you look at many cultures, we have this as a parent, many of us tends to put our belief system on them and thinking that's the way how should it be. Not really. Okay, so once you understand that, every soul comes in, have their own journey, we will open a much more possibility, more light, because the children coming down are such a light being, so that way they get to exercise their life, and we get to respect each individual being, so that collectively we're always in each other's life. And I was learning something over this Thanksgiving weekend. It's called 6 Degrees of Connection. If you want to know someone, if you ask 6 person, maybe by the 6th person you know so-and-so. I was like, really? I'm like, what about the chairman of China, Xi? I said, does anyone know here? Because then we were like going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone says, yes, so-and-so might know. And we're like, wow, that's so cool, So if you want to know anyone alive in this world right now, by the 6th person, you probably will know that person. That just shows you how small of the world it is. We can impact even a president of a country if you want to, because it's called 6 Degrees of Connection. All right? So I bet someone know Biden if I ask him here. In this chat room, do you know Biden? If you ask a 6th person, you will know, yeah, I know so-and-so knows Biden. So that is how smaller our world it is. Okay, so start from us. We can make so much difference and change the world. One drop at a time, one person at a time. That is the I have actually heard of that from a professor in college, the 6 Degrees of Connection. Probably it was because I was having a dinner party with people over Thanksgiving that was, yeah, it's, so in the spiritual world, we says we're all connected, which, really is, and we are all connected. And we're in, I think the internet, the internet really helped us. Like there is a saying in Chinese regarding karma. Karma has good and bad. Okay, it says the karma will return. Maybe not now because it's not right timing. However, as we enter into information age, we enter into 2012, our world becomes smaller, and so we can impact people at much larger scale now with the internet. And I remember those years. I wanted to learn how to code website HTML. Okay, and I was like, oh, I better to know now, know the HTML language, because once later I may not understand HTML at all. So those years I was taking classes on HTML because I just want to learn the coding language, because I feel like if I don't learn at that time, I'm gonna miss it. And so now you don't need to understand the HTML. You can do your own website with someone else's, template or whatever. But in those years, I have to learn, I want to learn the basic because I know through soon later, things piled up. I may not know the basic languages of coding, okay? So now we're enter into a much information age, okay? So information age, the digital age, it is a spiritual age, okay? Put it this way. The reason I'm saying that is like energy, okay? I was talking to someone about chip. I used to work at a chip company, okay? I manage SoC chips, okay? One of my chip I managed, it is flying on Mars right now. So the chip has transistors, then has a gate. And then energy passing through different gates. There's like millions and billions transistors in a chip, okay? So there's a gate on both sides, and then allows the energy to passing through. And I was like, okay, so if you want to change your transmission to a higher level, you need to change a different gate. It's simply yes or no, 0, 1s, and then you're working on that. So we can changing the gate, all right? So it's same as our DNA has that kind of a capacity, so change is from within, all right? I'm showing you the science point of view and also this natural science point of view of the ancient wisdom too. So I mapped the I Ching code with DNA code, all right? I literally did. If you go to my website, you will see it, and I mapped them. So as we changing our mindset, as we changing our healing, our traumas, healing all our blocked energy, we open a gate to allow different transmissions passing through in our body. There is a person, I think he's passed away now, wrote a book, The Human Design, and I think his name is I forgot his name. Okay, so he wrote a book called The Human Design, which is talking about, it's based on the I Ching and how human being was designed, and based on the chart of your date of birth. So ancient times, we do use the date of birth to look at a person's imprint. And the way I see it is that as soul enters into solar system, that goes as Western astrology as well. So in our solar system, every stars in a position impacts how our personality gets to inlaid. So the soul utilizes that energy to help us create our DNA. So that's why I still think we are created, all right? By whom? That's a good question, all right? That you can find out, all right? There is a much more higher intelligent beings out there. And I was channeling the star beings a few years ago. The Octarians, for example, they were telling me they're the most advanced technology one. Oh, someone says I'm the bull and a monkey. Yeah, wow. You're smart and you're determined. All right, so the Octarians are the star beings who has the most advanced technology in our solar system, in our universe, okay, in our the ones you can visualize, see all the stars, okay? And so they spent a week with me, try to help me working on my vocals so that I can translate the energies so I can do the channel. As they were working on me, and I literally felt I was a cartoon character in a movie, and they were the ones behind me programming, even though I am a physical being here on the planet Earth, and I'm sitting here literally in my office here. And it was a very strange feeling that they can work on my muscles, my bodies, to adjusting my whole vocals, so I can transmute, speak in English rather than the light language. Nobody understands it. Okay, so the and I was like, wow, that is amazing. So I have those kind of experience. I'm the type of person who wants to know if that's real or not. Then I'm like, oh, okay. So knowing that really made me feel that we are so small on the planet Earth. Maybe that's why we call it a small person. In Chinese, there is big me and there's little me. Okay, so we're the little me. Okay, so the big me it's a multi-dimensional. It's a huge. So the who created us? Who is God? It's a question based on your understanding and perception where you stand to answer that. Sometimes our logical mind, our little mind may not understand fully who is God, who creates you. I used to say that is like we look at the fish in a pond, okay? Fish in the pond is swimming by itself, doesn't know we are looking at the fish until somehow our shadow or we did something to the fish, then the fish realized, oh wow, there's someone's looking at me. Or, they fly out to the ocean and then they see, so that's why the dragonfly has the both ability to be in the water, in the sky and float. And so we just have to be, someone says, Leo 1995. All right, it's someone's giving me their signs. The 1995, what's that sign? Oh, I'm like, what's the year of that? So the whole goal, a pig. Oh wow, you're pig and a Leo. Okay, so I was talking about a pig. Okay, a little bit. So I was channeling all the zodiac signs. 12 of them one time. I wanted to know what their true essence. Okay, so talking about a pig. So the pig comes in his little tail dancing. He's like, "Whoa, pig can dance." I mean, he's kind of on the little bit chubby side, but he's like dancing. I was laughing so hard. I was like, okay, I know. So pig actually has a fun personality in it, and he's like, pig can dance. And so being Leo, Leo is a stage performer and wants to be the who wants to perform on the stage, who has this lion is the Lyran. So you're very much a Lyran type of being, because the Leo is the lion. Yeah, so if you want to look at check out what's Lyran is all about, what it is, so Lyran is, and also the Leo is the lion aspect of it. It's they're magnificent. They're like coming into a stage. They have this grand entrance and grand appearance, and then also with a pig, just knows how to dance. So I didn't want to get too deep into your personalities here. I think I stopped here. But you get my point, all right? So yes, okay, all right. So I'm going to we were going to do the deck questions. Okay, I don't want to get into too much into people's personality, but so yes. So if anyone has a question, wants to ask me, and about your star family or the I Ching put your first name and your question, okay? Okay, I can help the person with the lion and with the pig. Put down your name and questions. I can ask one for you, right? So before we go down the zodiac sign, so we're talking about soul comes down because all the star system within the solar system has a certain energy impact, and so the Chinese utilized as a 5 element, the metal, the earth, the water, the fire, and the wood represents those solar stars, and to give imprint of your personality. Where the so sorry, I don't answer third person questions. Okay, I only ask questions about you. So then the Western astrology utilizes all the stars and in 12 houses and then to see your personality. So they're really kind of similar. It's just, I think ancient times, all these, not even ancient, including us now, there are some of us has access all these informations, so collect like on the, it's I put it this way. So there is like energy band, we have information, we can connect. And also maybe ancient times, there's more beings on the planet Earth than now. Now I think most information is in the ether, and since it's almost like you can directly access to it, okay? So if you increase your vibration, if you operating based on high vibration love, also based on your own soul contract, you get to access to all those questions. And so many of us out there who has the ability to do that. And I think because my ancestral background, and that's where I was access to the Temple Beautiful in 2010 when I was anchoring it on the planet Earth, and I had to do a lot of work, spiritual work on that understanding, and that Ed Casey talked about it, and that was a part of Lemurian temple, healing temple, and also as well as the Pleiadian aspect of it. But all those coming to me is because it enters into this aspect of a time, like all of a sudden the windows opening up. So there's a lot things you can download, you can access now. So a lot of you out there can have the ability to tap into all those, so that you can tapping into your own divine and your own wisdom, your own light. And so for me was at that time, I was like, what is all of this about? They were like, well, it's all about, self-mastery. I was like, oh, okay. So now the energy of self-mastery is brought down at a level where many people can access to it. Many people has, like, it's almost like, okay, so the I Ching has the wind, in the deck we have a mountain, the water, the wind. So the wind is the spirit, the wind flows through. In the Chinese called the feng, and a lot of people want to be on the tip of the wind. Wind means trends too, okay? So a lot of people want on the tip of the trend. So you see in China, things changing very quickly because because their DNA, whatever it is, so they always want into that first or few or whatever gets into that tip of the trend. So where that wind came from, though, the wind came from, it's the spirit, it is your soul. It is from your high self to come down to give you that information. So really, in order to be unique, in order to be who you are, you have to tap into your own soul, not someone else's soul, okay? Because then you're tailgating theirs. So the goal is to know thyself, know who you are, and what you're capable of, and what is the lessons you need to working on, and what is the things you value means to you, and hold on to that. And not everyone have to be the president of a country, but even on the planet Earth, to have a fulfilled life, just have loving families, someone wants to have love. A lot of people here says, does so-and-so love me? Does so-and-so thinking about me? What they truly want is love. But we cannot grabbing love from someone to love us, because that doesn't work. Because on the human level, the love you get is someone willing to love you. So that is the drama. That's the hardest lessons here on the planet Earth, is how to attract that love you want from in your life. So a lot of times I'm like, if anyone says, does so-and-so love me? I'm like, I'm not answering that. It's not saying I disrespect you, because I know that is you have to learn to love yourself, to find the love within you. And so that way, universe will give the love you want. You'll be like, all of a sudden, too many people coming to you, be like, too many people, I don't want all this, I just want one. I guess that there is that kind of a choice too, okay? So finding the true love, but really finding is your connection within yourself, within your God self, okay? That is the true love everyone is looking for out there. It's not the external love. I think in the Western world, a lot of religion teaching separation, that you and God are separate, but not. So you have to know you are a mini God here on planet Earth. Experience your life, okay? So remember that. Don't punish yourself. Don't separating yourself with the creation, the source, the high self. So first, to connect with your high self. Your high self is the other part of you which can help you be peaceful, be centered, and then brings the type of lover into your life, okay? So I see some per month how my business will be in 2024. I can ask Paramount about your business. Paramount myself coming forward to be here with me. Provide wisdom and insight about his business. So I got number 56 to you. It's called The Wonders. Traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, a pilgrimage, aloneness, broaden your horizon. And so this Lü is a traveler who the older Chinese text was saying that a person travelers, he goes out, he explores the world. And so for your business next year, you are going through a lot of traveling, wandering, figuring out what is the best things to you. And so as you're doing that, you also have to be careful. So you have to have an open mind or open heart to to manifest your business, but then you also have to be cautious about strange situations, okay? And because the in that particular gua has quite a few lines where the lodging is burned, like unexpected things happen. So that for your business, you also have to be aware of certain unexpected event happens, unfortunate event happens. So the next year, you do not fully invest everything into the business. You want keep some money aside as a safety, locked somewhere in case something happens, that you have something to fall back to, okay? So because the Lu somehow has that kind of situations in the particular gua has. So you need to make sure you have safety net set aside. And so if any adventure didn't work out, it is okay. But if it's work out, it's great. So that is for your business, all right? Into 024. So I do not do third person questions. Part of my business is called respect, and respect individuals' free will. And I respect you, and I only have you. So I'm tapping into some people call unconscious mind. I call Akashic record. Okay, so that record it's so I can tap into everyone's record, but I need a permission from you. So since you're coming to my channel, you ask me a question, I automatically assuming you grant me the permission to access your record. But third person, I don't have permission to access their record. That is why I don't answer those questions about third person questions. And where we have the freedom, free will. This is called in the earth plane. We have the free will to choose, create whatever the life we want to create. And also we have to respect everyone and their choice. And that is one of the things come into love relationships, okay? The love relationship is respect first. Besides karmical relationships, okay, the karma relationships, they already made their agreement to come down to planet Earth. They're going to meet love at the first sight. And they were like, oh, that's the one I'm falling in love with. And that usually is karmically related, okay? But any other once you're in a relationship, we have to respect each other. Once we respect each other, you're on the same wavelength. You're going to see each other eye to eye. But without the respect, forget it. Okay, your relationship it's going to go different ways. All right. So basically, respect is the first thing in a loving relationship or any other relationship. Including this relationship. I remembered when I was doing I Ching, I asked my spiritual astrologist what was my purpose in life. She was like, oh, all about a relationship. I'm like, really? What is a relationship? I'm like, she's like, any kind? I was like, what? Now I can kind of understand it now, yes. So relationship is about respect on the human level, including also animal levels and the earth levels. With Mother Earth, with animals, with the planet, we have to show respect. With regarding Mother Earth, I was talking to Mother Earth. I'm like, Mother Earth, what can I do for you? She's like, just imagine everything is perfect. I was like, well, I can do that. So so it's like, wow, Mother Earth has a much more great. She's the generators and receivers of all the billions of people on the planet Earth, all the animals and the everything. So I was like, okay, that's something I can do. Try to visualize it's beautiful. And she was like, if you don't visualize it's beautiful, who will do that? I was like, oh, okay. So we have to carry a vision in our life, okay? So each soul has a certain purpose on the planet Earth. Besides ourselves, then we also have a relationship with planet Earth, with animals, with trees, with environment, and a Fengshui Master. People are like, what do you do? I'm saying, it's all about energy. They're like, what energy? I'm like, did you know that you have your energy affect Mother Earth's energy affects you? So in a home, like when I go feng shui people's house, I see their energies interacting with each other. So really, if we thinking it's beautiful, then everything will be beautiful. But if you're thinking, I don't care, I don't want to do this, if you don't see like people holding on things, I was like, oh my gosh, how could you live like that? That means they are not paying attention to their environment, to Mother Earth. Then it's a pig house, okay? So that's why we have to be aware multiple level of us and around us. The Mother Earth is, we're on the planet Earth, we're her children. And no matter where we came from, you could have came from Mars, like Elon Musk. I keep thinking Elon Musk is from Mars. he wants to go home. Okay, so whether you're from Mars or from Lyran, wherever, but we're here on the planet Earth, okay? So we are here to create a balanced Earth for the Earth journey. And then when we exited the Earth, we knock it on our shoulder, says, yeah, did a good job. You don't have to come back next time. We don't have to be pulled back by our karma to come back. So that is also another reason for me to do all this talk, to share, to teach you all the wisdoms, the goal. Fundamentally is that we can decide to come down to the Earth, but not pulled by the energies, the karmas we created on the planet Earth, and then we got mudded in, and we cannot pull ourselves up. And so someone says, that is the goal for all of us, to empowering ourselves. So we have a choice, all right? We have a choice now. We have choice after we leave this Earth. Be like, do I really want to come down to the Earth one more time? Rather than, oh, you have to come down because you did this. Like, ugh, So we wanted to give ourselves the choice. So which means we have to be responsible for our actions, okay? No harm to anyone. And be conscious of our own action, our mind, our thoughts. The reason I want to say be conscious our thoughts is that I did an aura reading. We were doing classes, okay? So you can see someone was test, we get to observe their aura and to see what their aura look like. So you noticed a person sends loving, kind thoughts to the person who's there. You see their aura expands. Oh wow, it's beautiful. But if you send mean, nasty thoughts to that person, you see their aura shrinks, okay? So really in the planet Earth, at least something we can do is send positive thoughts to other being out there, okay? And so allow their light to shine. And that is empowerment too. So act from kindness, benevolent aspect of it. See a person, sending the positive thoughts to them and let their light shine. It's equally powerful to you. I'm bound to those people who sending the positive lights, thoughts to others. Thank you. And sorry, I don't answer certain person questions. You want to have a question about you? I will help you answer it. Tenomera. Will the 29th of this month go in my favorite? Interesting. I am. All right. Tenomera. Maria? Tina Maria? Tina Maria. So, Tina Maria, I got a number 42 increase. Sharing, yeah, it is a positive number for you. It's going on your favorite, okay? Increase, reaping rewards, outflow, expansion, flow. Yes, that's a good date for you, all right? Hello, may I have a card pull and see what you feel? All right, what's your name? I have a star family card. I have I Ching card. Area. I'm going to do a star card for you. Ooh, I got this. Pleiadian expansion card called Clarity. So this card is all about Manasona manasona manasina kanasona masona yana manasona manakana manasina manasona kanaya manasina manasona so monasina makanaya sana manasina manasana manasa kana manasana manakana sona masina. feeling a lot of energy went to your heart. Universe is asking, sending you the Pleiadians, sending you all those light languages to ask you to awaken to your heart for more alignment. So those was the wow, those were the energy went to you. So you're on some kind of a path right now. All right, cool. Sorry, sorry, but not sorry. But I do not do third-person questions regarding someone love me, thinking about me or not. That is something you can go within your heart to find out. As I showed someone earlier, just simply put your hands in your chest, ask yourself, and you will get the answer. Okay. I'm empowering you to trust in yourself, your own judgment, believe in you. It's, we have to, so this is, put your hands in your chest is the best way to connect with your heart to find the answers to your question, especially with certain people in your emotional state. Sometimes you may feel pain, and which is also good, okay? Pain on the other side is, you're releasing your emotions, let whatever it is passing through you, they're just emotions, for you to understand. You have emotion, you understand what's going on. And then watching the emotion flows through you. After you cry, you'll be fine. I don't think a person can cry forever. Sometimes cry is a release, and it helps, and helps knowing someone's may not thinking about you, or someone may not always treat you the way you wanted them to be treated. Maybe it's time for you to let them go, or maybe it's time for you to thinking about something else. So trust your own intuition, your heart, your sixth senses. Okay, that is the honoring you can do yourself to yourself. And I know I'm not like other psychic out there answer all kinds of questions. I don't. The whole reasons we're so different. I have to honor myself, what I can do, what can I not do. I am limited by universal laws. I don't have permission to access third person. I simply don't. And I only wanted to empowering you, so that is why I'm here to do this kind of readings alive for people, because it's much more quality based, okay, not quantity. I know in this TikTok, everybody wants to see how many followers they have, how many likes they have. Yes, there's that aspect of it, but then there is another aspect of it, is it's the quality, what we are trying to reach. The I want my channel can last forever for a long time, because people come into the channel, they're here for them, to help them grow, to help them empower themselves, that I holding a space of love, and holding a space of truth to you and to me, so then we all can be authentic to ourselves. Daga, is a good time coming in my life soon? What's that question? Daga, how about, I know you're asking, how about let's see what a card came out, pain. As I was talking about, it's universe. Okay, so Daga, pain, released pain is, pain, it helps us heal certain things, you know, pain. I know the other side of the pain is love, all right? So really deep down in our heart, we want it to be loved. But the first most thing is we have to love ourselves. Self-love is more important, okay? So when we learn to love ourselves, no matter what, and that's where you gains universal unconditional love, is through yourself. You love every part of you because your past is what brought you here. You love no matter how hard it is, no matter how painful that is. The growth pain, all right? We are going through growth pain, but it, you know, it's like, but still you're growing, and appreciate that part of yourself that you learned your lessons or you've grown out of it. And so so the pain help heal that, all right? The Orion pain of losing, pain of you know, suffering, but see the other side of it, all right? Is the love. We want to love. We want to love ourselves, then we can love others. And that's the wisdom coming through the pain, all right? There's two cards came out of it. It's the pain and the wisdom, all right? So the pain and the wisdom, see the wisdom of the pain. Everyone is so different. Yes, pain of the loose, I understand. It's so my heart can expand. Yeah, it's, you know, so that wisdom behind the pain. So these are the two cards came out from universe, all right? And eventually we learn to forgive ourselves and others so that we can move on. Self-worth, oh geez, keep popping. Someone, the universe like, no, it's self-worth. I'm like, okay. So yeah, so it's a journey, you know, thinking about it, it's a cool journey, all right? We get to come into the earth, has timelines, you know, like you only care for a certain time, maybe 80 years or 100 years, and then you get to exit. During these 100 years or 80 years, you know, you get to learn so many things, you work out your issues. May I have a card from each deck? Dana. All right. Finally, you're ready to have a card? Yes. All right. I'm going to get one from the star for you, all right? Dana's high self coming forward. Universe says you don't really need a deck. You already know a lot, but we're still going to give you one aspect of it, okay? You're already full, totally. And next one. Okay. I do have two decks for you, Dana. One is for the Orion deck. It's called Judgment. So this is the Orion release of Judgment. Okay, so I guess universe wants you to release the judgment towards yourself, self-judging yourself, okay? And you are perfect. So release that judgment, okay? About yourself. I think a lot of people grown in the Western world who has the, the church brought up, and that a human being are sinner as they are born to the earth. That is a judgment, all right? So, first of all, so that's not true, all right? Human being are a god in a limited duality world creating, okay? Earth is dense, okay? We have a duality, the yin, the yang, good, bad, nice and not nice. And then if you look at the energy level, there's negative ones, there's positive ones. So this earth plane itself is already a melting pot, okay? So we're here to create, and we forgot we are the God come down to the earth, okay? To manifest our uniqueness on the planet Earth. So we forgot about it. So just to try to remember who you are. It's already a big deal. Oh, thanks. So stop judging ourselves because those was from someone else's imprint, all right? So we are divine beings, multi-dimensional beings on the planet Earth experience earthly life. Simple as it. No judgment. Because your soul don't judge you. Your soul just only see what energy level you are in. Okay? So, so release the judgment towards yourself, especially, all right? So I got a second deck is the Queen, the earthly deck. And earth is the pure yin energy, is the feminine energy, okay? So very interesting, yin, yang. The yin is first, the yang is second. However, our deck started with 1 is the masculine, 2 is the feminine. I was studying, I was like, who made that change? The yin should be the first. So this should be number 1, and then the yang should be the number 2. I was arguing with my ancestor, and like yin, yang, the first, the feminine energy is the mother energy. Who says the rooster is the first? It's the mother who gave birth to life, okay? So yin, the feminine aspect of receiving, is the first, okay? Without a mother, nothing happens. But I think few thousand years ago, the masculine energy, all about control, took over. Because ancient times, human beings are matriarchy. Woman was the one in power. Woman was the one taking care of the tribes, everything else. But then all of a sudden shift to the patriarchy society. Then all of a sudden the man's like, oh, we're in such, yes, the matriarchy to patriarchy. So all of a sudden the man's like, wow, we're in power. We want to go for war, and we are such a strong and being. And so we're now coming into that integration. Yes, okay. So in my early years, I visited a place which is still is a matriarchy society. It's called Marshall Island. I lived there for 2 years. It was amazing for me to see in that island, women still carry the power. Inheritance goes to the woman, not to the man. I was like, whoa, that is so cool. And then the Lemurian society was from the Pacific in the ancient times. The Lemurians was the Pleiadians, the feminine energy, which should be number one, but then I think the latest changed to the patriarchy society. So Dana, for you to understand your feminine power, all right? And so that your feminine power to balance that, and so that release that judgment, the ancient judgment of women are lower than men, and so we're shifting the dynamics, okay? In the end, they are rotating. There's not always like that, they're in circle in. So that's for you, okay? Owning your feminine power, but not feminine power in a masculine aspect of it. But there's these war people, that's actually masculine energy too. Feminine is receiving, it's holding the love, all right? William, okay, cool. So, please put down your first name and a question about you. I love your lives. I could listen to you all day. Oh, thank you. It's like I have once a week, I'm okay. Otherwise, I'll be like talking too much. I need my own balance. William, will 2024 be a great year for me? William, what's your zodiac, Chinese zodiac sign? Libra, but okay. What about your Earth Chinese sign? Like roosters, chickens, monkeys, and snakes, and what is your sign, William? Do you know? Okay, so okay, so you're the chicken, you're the rooster. Yeah, okay. So next year 2024 is the year of dragon. Dragon and roosters are okay. They're connected, so you should be okay. So you are fine in next year. So dragon next year is the wooden dragon. Dragon Qinglong. So dragon has a very dynamic energy, and so the Qinglong is the eastern dragon, which so in our Chinese, in my feng shui, when I look at the house, I will see the balance. So the dragon's from east, the tiger's from the west. So the east dragon is the leader who actually built on progress, and built on growth, and because the wood is the Qing. Qing is the wood. So next year, well, you're asking me about like predictions. All right. So for you, I'm not going to use the I Ching to get you the answers, but I'm just going to talk about it. Okay. So, oh, thank you. And so the dragon energy is very dynamic, and the dragon has many shapes. And once I was talking to the dragon, they showed me multiple energies and dynamics, and they're not in one shape and a form. Actually, dragon has multiple shapes and forms, and so the next year is a very dynamic year. And so it's built on growth, because Qing is the wood, it's the trees, it's the growth, it's the Jupiter energy. So next year it's also about expansion. All right. So next year is about expansion on the dragon dynamic energy, and so it is a little bit of dual energy. And so next year is about doing something, okay? It's not slack off. So it's a very young energy. Our I Ching not this one, the number one. I was like 53. No, it's the number one, the pure young energy. It represents the 5 dragons flying around, eventually, accelerates. So next year's energy is about that. Progress, moving forward, and go all the way. And so for you as a Libra, and Libra tends to be yo-yo on things, but once you make that decision, carry it all the way forward. Okay, don't even thinking about stopping. So if you wanted to ride that dragon, so you have to ride the dragon energy with full commitment and no slack off on your side. Okay, so if you want to make the best year next year, prepare yourself riding it with the dragon and all the way. And of course, on your top, once you're at the top, that's next story, and that become the queen mother energy. Then you have to, okay, I can take a rest. So maybe the year after you'll be like, okay, I can, but not riding to a point that detrimental to your health. Okay, so there is always a balance you have to work on with yourself, because as a Libra, you need the balance as well. But understand it that dragon energy is a it's a dynamic young energy next year. So give you some, so you have a plan, and then work on the plan, so the big picture, and then you might slack off a little bit, but then quickly catch up, and like you can take a vacation. That is like it's like for you to relax. So to be balanced, you needed to make sure your health is intact and not overly do it. Okay, so you're always about a balance, but then you can definitely catch the dragon wave as well. Okay. All right, I think I am going to do one more readings, then I will end. Angela. Okay, so Angela, okay, I will do one more reading, then I will end my sessions here live. Angela, I'm going to get one with you for, what do you want? Star deck? This is not the star deck or the I Ching deck. They are star deck. Star, yeah, I see a star. Oh, cool. All right. Cool. All right. Angelus. Okay, Angela, it's called Divine Union. And you want to take a photo of you? This is perfect reading to me for me to end the session. Ooh. So, all right, universe is transmitting energy to you, and will you just, it's somehow this transmission is silent, okay? Just to feel the energies coming to you. Open your crown and receive the transmission of, okay, for all the people out there today in the session, try to close this session with me. Open your heart and feel that there is, close your eyes, open your heart center, open your heart space, and then feel that top of your head, it's called a crown, is open. There is white light coming in through your head, connects to your, from the head to your heart, and then all the way ground to your feet, to ground to Mother Earth, and to the center of the earth. There is a pillar of white light coming through you. This is your connection to your divine. Feel that cocoon of energy passing down from your crown, through your heart, to your feet, and to the earth. You are connecting to your sacred self, high self, your God self, your creator self, whichever self coming forward, coming to you now. You are in a divine union with you. Om Nasai Nasamasayana. Om Anasaya Masa Omayasa. Thank you for all the light families, the creators, the source, the oversouls, the star beings, the ancestors and family of light, to be here in this session with all of us. Make us to be connected with our divine self. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. Thank you all in this channel, and see you next time. Have a nice week ahead.